It is my pleasure to invite to the light, the microphone, and the camera this afternoon, Evangelist Austin Cobhams. Now, to every other person out there, he's popularly known as Papa Cobhams or Papa Cobhams.
The truth is that, like I told you earlier, the team has always known what to do. We have not been bereft of ideas. The disjoint was when a man prays, there should be a God to listen and grant. You know, like the governor told us, is it Burna Boy? One gram Burna Boy. Yes. We told him we wanted whiskey, we wanted Burna Boy. We gave him a long list. And he said, chase all of them. If you watch Tiwa Savage's performance, she openly told the governor, I want to come back. Yeah, she said so. She even told the crowd, we'll do this next year again. And the crowd said, we're waiting for you.
We're so glad to come back to you today with the Carnival special, Carnival Calabar Unfiltered. God, where do I even start from? If you were not in Calabar, please just go online and watch. That's the best you can do, seriously. But make sure that this year's own is January, so start praying and planning you do not miss it. Now, this carnival did not make itself happen. There is a whole engine, there is a whole powerhouse that came together to ensure that Carnival Calabar 20th anniversary was a memorable one. And it still is. And one of the major powerhouses in the state who burns their midnight cable to ensure that as it concerns Carnival Calabar, there is no excuse. It is my pleasure to invite to the light, the microphone, and the camera this afternoon, Evangelist Austin Cobhams. Now, to every other person out there, he is popularly known as Papa Cobhams or Papa Cobhams. If you saw the Carnival billboard, you always see Papa Cobhams behind, under one of those numbers. It's my pleasure to have you join us today. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sam. Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yes, this is no other person than the chief. I will put chief inside because by every standard, you are a chief. The executive secretary of the Carnival Commission here in Calabar. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Sam. Happy
This is
New
going
Year.
to be official because this program is supposed to be like feel at home, we relax, we kick off our shoes and talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what we're about to do.
Thank you.
Thank you again too for creating time. I know how busy your schedule can be. At least I have a fraction of an idea. But you came out here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How did you make it happen? Let me just go straight to it.
It's a God factor. I think it's a God factor because I think we weren't expecting what we saw. So it's a God factor. After God, I am not an apologist. I'm not a praise singer. But after God, I think the governor. Why I say so is because we have a governor that listens. He listens more than he speaks, from my own assessment. Yeah. So you are 80%, delivered. The remaining 20 is now your own part to put things in their perspectives, and that's what went well for us. If you ask me what went well for 20th anniversary, I think the governor's listening ears because he's human, that he may not be able to have done all, but I think 95% of the things that were brought to his table and to his attention, some self he caught them on social media and drew my attention.
Yes, the governor listened and he made things happen. But from your end as a commission, what did you? I don't think we need every detail, but like the major chips that were pushed out there to ensure from advertising to getting partners involved, because we saw lots and lots of partners this year, and they did not just sit back as silent partners. They showed up, their flyers, their banners everywhere. They were everywhere. So, what did you do differently to ensure that Carnival Calabar was pushed out there?
I think as a person, the first thing I do is to look at my weaknesses, look at my flaws, look at what I did not do well previously. And so the first thing I do on my books is to take a record of the things I didn't do. And there are even things I planned to do that I could not. I still record them on that part of my to-do things. And then I now consult and then work out modalities of ensuring that I I improve on, those areas that I actually saw as weakness. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I open myself and my team to positive criticism. And once I test what I get as a criticism from critics, I once I test if it is worth the criticism, I will now need to work on. And there's some that I don't give attention to. I don't even pay attention to because we come from a society where everybody feels he can do better until it's tested. That's where we are Africans. Everybody will say, I can do this better. Like that thing I hear when I grow up. Say, but when they drive from out, they get accidents. So I refuse to be distracted. One of the things that worked for us last year was that I refused to be distracted. I saw so many things on social media and I just smiled. I stayed focused. Because some of the persons that, openly on social media criticize what we're doing are people whose track records have nothing to do with excellence. You can't give what you don't have. You understand? And some of them have failed in their businesses. You understand? Their social character is questionable. So why would I give attention? I'll just look at the ingredients of what they wrote and I just waved to myself and stayed focused. I refuse to respond to everybody. If you look at what I did, as a person from my office, I refuse to respond to anybody. I stayed focused. In fact, towards the close of the carnival, someone now said he came to me, posted on social media to be a media partner, and I told him I don't have a budget. He went to double E, now became invasive. I said, look at a mad person. So I'm going to steal money because you want me to. People just think government has an open treasury. Everybody just come, picks money, picks your hands. You understand? So as he was talking, he didn't even understand that we've already even signed up with Nugi Tech. And the equipment he has, I am sure, is far less below the quality of equipment Nugi Tech has.
Right.
So you're coming to now tell me that because I did not employ you, our digital visuals are very poor. So you understand? So laughable. So I don't have social media that call me some couple want to I say I don't have a side of the story, let it fly. Because if the ingredients is what he's saying, you should write to the government and report me.
Yeah, really reports me. Yeah. So just because this is just from the media angle, how are you able to battle every other thing? Because we know there'll be vendors there who will tell you, oh, they didn't carry us along. They also
everybody. Now you see, I try to be professional in all I do. So people look at the streets. The typical African man, as they say it, does not even look at the work. That's why you see Carnival Calabar. I'm telling you the truth, I'm not proud to say it, but I'm very, very bold to say it. If we approach Carnival the way a typical black man approaches or Nigerian approaches me, the Carnival would have crashed since. Why have other carnivals crashed? Lagos crashed, Rivers crashed, Akwa crashed, a lot of Imo State crashed. Why? Because the approach of their eggheads is the African approach. When they give you a job, you look at how much you're going to make from it for executing the job. So when they see things around, the lights changed, decorations changed, that's made so much. Somebody's even thinking, how was it done?
How did you put lights the entire Calabar? You could have made millions.
Yes.
Bring the millions.
If I show you my inbox, I get scared for myself. You understand? I get scared. He's lying. He makes so much money. But what we did was we became very professional. Who knows how to do light? Let him do light. Who has the ability to interact with hoteliers? Let him do. We just take reports. We just contribute. We just add value.
Talking about reports, have you gotten the reports of the guests, the amount of guests who came in?
Okay, we had a real life enumerating system.
Yeah.
We were taking pictures and videos of them to prove to the world that our data is not assumption. Our data is a true life data. So data collection, analysis, and evaluation is a process. You understand? I am sure that, but in a short while, Cross River State Tourism Bureau will be out with. They are the
Collectors.
the collectors of data. So I can't do data.
And somebody from that tourism bureau, I think Stephen had posted something about over 2.1 billion naira made during the carnival.
They have the analysis. I've not asked them yet.
Yeah,
I'm still professional. I'm waiting them. But what I can tell you in truth is that in my eye of assessment, I think that we had a triple, a multiplier effect. I think it's triple the number of persons that came here before came last year. I used the Carnival Day. Carnival Day, Lagos, the stadium was shut down. You can't go out, you can't enter. The beach, all the sitting positions were all filled, the pitches, the tracks everywhere. At a point, we had to come ourselves together and said, what do we do? Like Senator Italia could not even go back to state box, was stuck into a urinary area.
Whoa.
Yes. We had to send rescue. We couldn't even bring the artist in. So we sat together and said, the only way we can do this, let's stop Carnival. Let's post Carnival. So at the fourth band Bayside, we post Carnival, said, let's take Tiwa Savage and Iyanya. If Tiwa Savage and Iyanya performs, their core fans would leave.
Yeah.
So that we'll now have space to bring in the remaining three bands. And it worked the miracle. So people don't say you did.
And these are just split seconds decisions.
Yes, people, at this point, your brains must go to work. And when the brains are going to work, you don't even need to ask someone if it's nice or not, because if it goes negative, it is your head that goes. So you better put your brain to work than put in your head. You understand? So we had to pause the carnival, consulted, we called the governor. The governor said, you guys are the eggheads. If this is what you decided, let's go and say, Your Excellency, please bear with us. Let us pause and take these two performances. So immediately we took Yaya on stage. The stadium became very locked, as if there would be no hope. And then Tiwa came. For us to even take Tiwa out of the stadium was Herculean. You understand? So, but there's something I pay glowing tributes to Calabar people. When I say Calabar residents, everybody that is in Calabar is Calabar. We have a wonderful crowd. Even when barricades went down,
then you climbed the stage.
The crowd refused to go beyond that point.
Yes,
I noticed. I owe them. I was just coming that after God, the governor, the people.
Yeah.
The people. Excellent people.
Did you people give an announcement? Because when the barricades went down, I was scared initially. Like, they were going to climb the stage and cause chaos.
They did not. Even when the MCs would say, we're going to take 2 steps backwards, they start going back. So we had that kind of crowd. Stadium already is about a 10,000 capacity stadium. So we had a triple now. So that I am thinking that would have had like 30,000 people minimum in the stadium. And there was no stampede. There were no records of piffering. Everybody was interested in the show. So when we finished, taking out Tiwa Savage, we now saw her core fans left the stadium. There was a little breathing space.
I still want to go back to the people. Did you have any interaction with the people? Because when we are talking about crime rates happening in the stadium, there's a particular section of Calabar where people's minds usually go to. And that makes like a lot of the number of the people who enter the stadium of Calabar South.
I come from Calabar South, proudly Calabar South, and I'll tell you the truth. What we have here is names calling. You know when everybody says, Austin Cobo, he's making money, he's overstayed, he has chopped all the money. They won't even see what I go through. That's what happens to my local government. People just think Calabar South, they just want to call Calabar South by
violence,
the name.
crime.
But I tell you the truth and in sincerity, we have the soul of the state. I'm not speaking as ES, I'm speaking as Austin Cobo. If you put a gate in Calabar South and lock us in, Calabar is dead. Everybody you see on the streets of Marion at night is from Calabar South. So if we are violent people, do we have violence on Marion? No. There are records of crazy crimes before. Akpabuyo 8 miles, that is worse than Calabar, but everybody hides Calabar South. So I tell you the truth that 90% of what you saw in the stadium, of indigenous audience or not visitors.
Yes.
But 90% of indigenous audience in the stadium were from Calabar South.
Calabar South, yes. That's why normally a lot of people expected the place to be violent.
When I went to announce results, I had to cut short a performance because they wanted the party to go until morning. So I had to stop the party. They were angry with me. They're telling me, away, Away. So when I now change to our normal semi, you know, to Calabar, they change, woo, and then they allow the flow. This is how our people are loyal people, very loyal people. So it's in fact, if you ask the PRO of the police to give you the crime diary for December, you would see that the crime rate in Calabar is normally in its ebb, very low. Why? The boys are engaged. They're either doing carpentry work somewhere, they're helping to build float somewhere, they're doing decoration somewhere, or they're selling pure water somewhere. There's commerce everywhere.
No time to be idle. Can we maintain this momentum year round so that at least the crime rate will reduce drastically?
Even the biggest destinations of the world does not have capacity to maintain this year round. Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago, none of them have capacity to maintain this year round.
No more like engaging the boys.
The only thing we, I see our governor is a good listener. When we had a brief meeting, we had a review after Carnival. He said to us, the crowd that came, the city could not carry them.
Sure.
So now government is giving attention to what it takes to carry them. So our tour sites are to be developed. Bigger hotels are to be developed. So these are the things that will keep some part of this crowd year round.
Yeah.
So if it is now, a short flight from Calabar to Budu. So as you land Calabar, you can even fly from wherever you are to Budu. So the ranch will be patronized, and then there are also crazy, breathtaking tour sites between Calabar and the Com.
True.
I'm sure you've not heard of Adone Beach.
No.
It beats Bad Beach.
Let me put it down because I have to visit there.
In Obubra, Adone Beach. Yes.
It's a tour site.
It's not been developed. Crazy, breathtaking, very natural. We have a one beautiful cave in Abbey. Of the cave in Abbey. Okay, I would send you the names and their locations.
Okay, I would like to see.
You understand what I'm saying? Then if you even go to the ones that everybody knows, the Monolith Grove.
Yeah.
In Alok.
In
Alok.
Yeah.
You goose people to take over you.
I was there.
Are you understanding me?
Yeah.
You think you're communing with the spirits already.
And it's like almost every compound or they have it.
So His Excellency is now paying attention to that, and I pay glowing tribute to him. I'm not a political gainssayer. I don't, bootlick, but I say it as it is because posterity keeps this record for you. You understand? First, the man was fighting, he recovered Tinapa. Tinapa has started moving. He's left it. He's moving to other areas now. So I give it to him. So we're now moving to where our sites are to be developed.
Kwa Falls,
and thank God the agencies that is promoting this, the Tourism Bureau is up on its, on its toes, moving.
Last year, Carnival 20th anniversary started from January. In fact, started from the first quarter of the year.
Yes.
Where the team was released early in Abuja and all of that now brought us to the main event, which went fantastically well. This year, are we still also going through the same route?
Ask me this. Do you know I haven't been able to feel as a person the pulse of His Excellency on what he also desires. I've also not been able to feel the pulse of our colleagues, what they desire. We marry everything together. So we just finished work last week and I've not gone to rest. I've not taken a short rest. My colleagues have not. We're trying to clean up. It's one thing to serve food.
You're having to wash the plates.
So we're cleaning the table, washing the plates. We're trying to return the kitchen back to the factory sites before we can now start thinking of what is the next meal. So in the next 2 weeks, we'll be able to come out with a destination roadmap for 2026 Carnival.
Right. Let's go back to this past event. You brought in stars. Your artist guest list was not below par. Yeah. If anything, it was what it should be. How did you manage that? Because These are artists we could only hope, we wish this person will come around. But you brought them in.
The truth is that, like I told you earlier, the team has always known what to do. We have not been bereft of ideas. The disjoint was when a man prays, there should be a God to listen and grant. So we have a governor who listens, who grants. You know, last year, governor told us, is it Burna Boy? One go and bring Burna Boy. Yes. Yes, and Burna Boy told us, please, let's do for next year. He was choked. We told him we wanted whiskey, wanted Burna Boy. We give him a long list. And he said, chase all of them. We'll net all of them. But others were engaged. If you watch Tiwa Savage's performance, she openly told the governor, I want to come back next. Yeah, she said so. She even told the crowd, we'll do this next year again. And the crowd said, we're waiting for you. You understand? So, we're not going to check our list now. Those that couldn't make last year, we're going to make an early start. Because...
like during the festivals.
Yeah, because, you know, the carnival is somewhere there. And we intend that we do not drop it. We're only human. It's God that grants. But we're praying God that we do not drop it.
Yeah.
You understand?
What are some of the other challenges? Because you've been mentioning blessings, and I'm all for blessings. But what are some of the challenges of which, if you had an opportunity to do differently this year's carnival, you would want to?
The most important challenge in all this is funding.
Word.
We are trying to push sponsorship to an all-time high so that we could add things we could not add. If we have stronger funding, there'll be a better outing. The governor has done so well, but he needs to be encouraged by the private sector. He needs to be encouraged by the private sector. What we wanted to do last year was to sell the entire carnival, and that's what we could not do. Luckily, First Bank bought some parts. If you had saw the riser at high quality, First Bank bought. The wooden thing opposite governor's building was the private sector. So we're opening it, we're begging people. First Bank is an investment, it's not ours. That riser is not our own, it's First Bank's property. Until they finish taking out their investment before it becomes government's property. So if we're able to sell the entire route, it will be a very fulfilling period for us. But you know what? Let me tell you, if we can seat 20,000 people around the 12 kilometers, multiply it by maybe a minimum of 50,000 per seat.
That's a lot.
That's
like a flat rate.
I'll give you that. No, I say minimum of. There are some VIP areas that would go from 100 to 100. Are you understanding me?
And things will be more organized.
Look at Governor's Riser. We had crowd control was a lot better.
Yeah.
Do you know why it was better? Because there was a riser opposite. So this year we tend to line it from almost the beginning of the roundabout, almost to the zoo, almost to the botanic garden. Yeah. So you won't stand somebody in front, not in front of somebody that is seated now. They'll chase you away. So it's government is now partnering with the private sector to develop the route infrastructure. So we are now.
That's for funding. You have more challenges, maybe with the bands, your costumes, because I know managing people is one part of Carnival that a lot of people talk about.
I wouldn't want to go. I've managed a band before. You know, I've managed a band for 5 years, and
I keep forgetting that part. I don't know.
Yeah, I've managed a band. I've taken a band to first position before and all that. So I know what it's like. I was telling you before we started this interview. When I was younger, I could stay 5 days, no sleep, just close your eyes, sit down, stand up, stretch, drink coffee, and I'm on. You know, but age is also catching up, so we need to reduce this. But I wouldn't even want to go to the bands. Why? You know why? Because I'll be undermining the effort, the sacrifice, enormous sacrifice of these band leaders. Nobody that has not put a band on the road can express truly what it takes to put a band on the road, except a band leader. So I want to spare myself of explaining that until band leaders come themselves.
And they have to come because a new ESCO a new chairman has just been brought in. Yes. So yes, I would really love to have them around.
They'll come.
2025 was a success.
Yes.
It has come, it has gone. We are looking forward to 2026. what should Cross Riverians, Nigerians, and the world at large expect from 2026 Carnival?
You know, I'm laughing because I'm someone that I do not like giving hopes.
Okay.
You know, like that thing we see in church billboards that I hate so much.
Which of them?
Miracle
Yeah.
in Calabar. The deaf will hear. The blind will see. The dead will rise. Are you God? These are moves of the Holy Spirit. Allah the Holy Spirit decide when He wants to, when miracle wants to happen. I understand. Even Jesus in His lifetime never healed everybody.
Papa Cooks, give us a little. I know you're going spiritual right now. Give us a little.
So I am rather. I rather like the surprise factor, but what I can say in one summary is that we will not fail Cross Rivers. We will not fail the world.
I think that's more than enough now.
We will not fail.
So if you did not come out last year, you better go and look for shorts, sneakers, and t-shirts.
And the truth is that Calabar is getting prepared. Cross River is getting prepared to host the world. Let me tell you what happened to His Excellency. 31 ambassadors gave him confirmation to come. When he turned and looked at the facilities to host 31 countries, because ambassador is a country.
Yes.
He turned some of them down. Not turning down, he had carefully managed that. Do you know what happened to him this year? First 3 days of this year, they were firing him. This is what you made us miss. This is what you made us miss. So I'm sure that that's why one of the reasons why he is bent on ensuring that all the facilities are uplifted is for that target. He's feeling very bad. I would have invited, they would have managed.
Yes, one ambassador, that would have been a boost for us because
the Portuguese ambassador sat with the governor throughout. He told the governor, in their place, they've not seen this kind of organic crowd. Nobody stabs anybody. Nobody fights anybody. How? I'm coming back.
That's interesting.
You know, now the other colleagues are now fighting governor. Why didn't you allow us to come? You made us not to come and all. So it's the destination is expecting another attendance this year. So when you're expecting guests, you prepare for the guests.
Your house.
We will be prepared.
And we also will be prepared for you.
I know.
Better than last year. So, Thank you.
Then the last thing before I want to go, I also want to say that there's a tweak on adjudication.
Oh.
There's something we tried to do last year with Nogitech.
Okay.
Even the bands feel that some part of the adjudication should be online.
Yeah.
Like the spirit of the carnival, the band on the moves. Yeah. Those two categories should be put online. Because it is the judges will not move and to be seeing how the bands move. And people will pretend when they see judges. So their true live disposition is when the masses who are watching online and all that. So those two categories will be online judgments from this year.
That's nice, because from Nogitech's end, I can say confidently that the voting and everything was ready.
Yes, you know, it is syncing with the bands, but this is an early morning decision. We'll put a seal to it.
Oh, that would be so nice. We look forward to having all of that work out.
Thank
you again for creating time from your busy schedule to come out.
Happy New Year once again.
Thank you. So if you don't have plans, I don't even know why you should not even have plans for coming out for Carnival. You better start putting it in place until we start having other interesting things. We will need to finish this Carnival Calabar Unfiltered session first. All right. So keep it locked, keep it synced, keep it quiet, keep it anyhow you want to keep it, but make sure that you do not, for any reason, miss Carnival Calabar 2026. I know it's not too early to start preparing. Thank you again.
Thank you so very much.
All right. See you in our next episode.
All right.
Bye.